Boot it up, don't crash today. Wi-Fi's moody, that's okay. Coffee's loading, brain's still light. Callie's locked in, Techie's tagged. We're logging in with Callie and Techie. Callie bringing culture. Techie talks Techie. Stories, culture, love these two. It's logging in, brought to you. System ready, slightly unstable. You're logging in for fault, boredom not found. You're logging in, best show around.
Okay, it's time for another episode of Logging In, and yeah, are we there?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we're
I
here.
wasn't
We're
sure.
there. I'm here.
I'm like I heard nothing, so I'm just like, okay,
Nah,
maybe
nah.
I'm just
No.
in chat all by myself. It could happen.
Nope.
All right, let's just jump into this because this is a deep one. You may or may not have heard this
Ooh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I know. We're just going right to it.
All right,
Booksellers
let's get to it.
are having the best year ever as far as selling rare books in the case that it's in
Who
heavy
is?
demand. Booksellers.
Wait, booksellers or books? Say it again.
People that sell old rare books.
Oh, booksellers. I don't know
Yes.
why I thought I heard book salaries. Booksellers. Okay.
I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, no, they're having
Yeah.
a really good year. And it's the case where like some of these rare books that just never sell, there's 1,000 books that are coming out on an order and then gets sent out to one address. So there's just really, really popular all of a sudden that all these books are being sold, and especially from these people that are excited to be able to go in to share the knowledge, right? So that sounds great. Exciting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad could come of
Yeah.
that, right?
Nah, I'm just wondering what's the mystery behind it.
Exactly. So one of the news media outlets ended up inserting an Apple tag in one of the books that were being bought in this bulk, and they watched the Apple tag as essentially the books arrived at the original address where it was sent to, and then over the course of multiple addresses ended up at an Amazon warehouse.
What?
At-
Okay.
At the Amazon warehouse, what they discovered is that there was a truck there with a picture of a dinosaur, I believe it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, basically devouring a book.
Devouring a book or the book?
A book. It's just a picture
Okay.
on the truck of a dinosaur
Yeah.
with a book in front of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. When they came to gather
Okay.
more information about the facility from employees, they went and they said, yes, there's an Amazon warehouse there, but there's also a secret other department that happens to be at that particular warehouse where they are ripping the binding off of books and scanning it into AI.
Oh.
Because essentially, from what my understanding is, there was a court ruling that basically stated that books can be scanned in as long as the book's destroyed.
Whoa. Okay. Wait a minute, though.
Yeah. I want to see where your thought process goes as you hear all this.
Wait. The books can be scanned in as long as the book is destroyed.
Correct, because essentially if they just scanned it in, then they're making a replica of the book, and if they hold on to the book, they're
Yeah.
basically breaking copyright.
Oh,
because they're making an
but
unauthorized copy.
wait though. So but what about the seller though? In that case,
Well,
their book is going to be destroyed if it's scanned into AI.
right, the seller didn't realize this because they're basically showing their love of books, and they were suspecting that something weird was going on. But if it wasn't for this media person that went and said, "Hey, we're gonna insert an Apple tag in whatever order that you're doing because we want to see where exactly this is all going to," they basically did this sting operation, and they realized, oh my goodness, AI companies are buying up books, which means that if you are a book lover, any rare book where maybe that book might be like $20-$30 might have skyrocketed to like $300-$400 just because it's in high demand to be
What?
scanned in by AI.
Okay.
I know this is a lot to take in.
That just seems. So, are they stealing from the?
They're not stealing,
Is
they're
that
buying the
are
books
they are
outright.
they're buying the book from the so the seller is basically it's like a person that's in the music industry where they sell their publishing.
No. When
No.
you
Okay.
if you and me were interested in an old book, we would go to an
Yeah.
antique bookshop and we'd buy a book.
Okay. Yeah.
But we wouldn't take the book after we bought it, rip off the cover and scan it into a computer system.
Right. We'd keep the book.
Right.
Right.
I think you're finally following.
But in this case, the book that we may have bought is now being scanned into AI, and it can do that as long
it's not
as
that we bought. It's the book that they bought.
That the company bought.
That Amazon
or the bookstore bought.
But Amazon isn't
That
directly going to these booksellers and saying, "Hi, we're Amazon. We'd like
Right.
to." They're basically having some other entity, and then essentially it goes to like 4 or 5 different addresses before it finally arrives to the dinosaur book place.
Who is agreeing that the book is going to be destroyed, though?
Well, what do you mean?
Is the author?
No.
Because my mom is an author, so that's why I'm not
Okay.
trying to wrap my head around
So
this.
let's
Like,
say
wait.
let's say your mom as an author makes a book, right?
Yes.
And that book is a rare book
Yeah.
now, which means it's in high
Mhm.
demand. And
Mhm.
essentially, Amazon's like, hey, we need to get that into AI. They would go and they would find a bookstore that is selling
Yeah.
that book that's rare, that they can't
Yeah.
find anywhere. But they won't go and
Mhm.
call up as Amazon. They'll call up as some random entity and just be like, hey, we
Mhm.
need this book. That book gets sent to them.
Mhm.
They basically rip off the cover because it's easier to scan things, and they'll just scan the book.
Right. I'm now looking at the destroyed part. As long as it's destroyed, like who's destroying it? Like who's agreeing to that part? And when you say destroyed meaning it'll never be in paperback. Like I don't
Correct.
get the
Destroy
part.
means that you can never if they won't sell that book to somebody else. That book is gone. That book is now
That book is
completely
gone.
gone.
You have no more ownership. Your book is gone. It's
That
scanned into AI. Your book is gone.
that particular copy of the book is gone
Mm.
because it's been destroyed. It's been
So who
ripped
gets
apart.
money? Who's getting paid? Is anybody getting paid?
Yeah,
is there money in this?
the people that you're buying the book from gets paid by Amazon.
The people meaning the bookstore or the author?
Bookstore. The bookstore.
Where's the author fit in at?
Well, the author already sold the book at some point, and essentially it ended up in a... So let's say, for example, I buy your mom's book, right?
Yeah.
And I'm done reading it. So I go to a book reseller, and I go and I say, "Okay, can you buy this book off of me?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll pay you 50% of the price that you paid for it." And I'm like, "Cool."
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if that bookseller sells that book again, the author doesn't receive any money.
No money.
Right. But
No money.
that's the
Oh,
way that's
wow.
the way that works. So
But
essentially,
Amazon and the bookseller is making the money.
right,
The author ain't getting
but the
nothing.
bookseller didn't know that they were complying with this whole AI thing. They just thought it was very strange
Ooh.
of why is somebody ordering 1,000 books at a time?
And Amazon is behind all of this?
Yes.
Or a third party working with under
No, Amazon.
Amazon is behind this and presenting themselves as a separate entity that's not Amazon. They're not saying, "Hey, we're Amazon and this is what we want to do."
Right.
They're coming across like a whole nother entity, but it's under the umbrella of Amazon.
And
Wow, where'd you find this
a
at?
journalist figured. So look up Amazon. Here, why don't you try to Google Amazon dinosaur and book and see what comes up. So Amazon dinosaur and book, and I'm really curious if that makes the story come up. So I'll give you a second to do that. Yeah, I love the silence that you had at different points where it's like I could just hear your brain trying to figure out what exactly is going on here.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, it just comes up as a bunch of kid stuff.
Okay,
kid
so
books.
look up
at
Amazon destroying books. Try that. Destroying books.
Destroying books. Let's see here.
I'm curious if that comes up.
Ooh.
Do we get it?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, we got the right keywords. Take a look at that.
Amazon destroying books.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
So
under TechCrunch, Futurism.
Yep.
Forbes.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is a breaking story. And I think it was like 404 Media that ended up figuring this whole thing out. But like the bookseller was just completely confused of like, why is he getting these orders for 1,000 different really rare books? And I mean, that means that if these books are from the 18th century or whatever, that's it. That book's gone. We're not getting that
Some
back.
of the headlines say, some of the headlines say AirTag reveals how Amazon destroys rare books for AI training.
Yep.
AI joins the list of companies destroying books to feed the AI machine.
Yep.
Amazon destroys rare books for AI training despite prior denial. AirTag confirms.
Yep.
Secret tracking device placed in rare books end up in Amazon processing facility.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
They got them.
That's so shady.
Yep. And Amazon got defeated by an Apple AirTag. Which is just even more comical that it's like as sophisticated as Amazon is, they were not able to handle this.
Look at this. Hidden AirTag reveals Amazon is trashing rare books to train AI. Whoa.
See if they have a picture of the dinosaur in the book.
Let me see.
Dinosaur truck, maybe. Look at that.
Whoops.
Because I would love for you to see a picture of that dinosaur. It's weird. It's just weird. Like they know exactly what they're doing.
Let's see. Look under images. And there it is.
Okay, describe it.
And there it is. It's a dinosaur with its mouth open and sharp teeth biting into a book. The book is open. And that's what I don't know if this is on the side of it. Let me tap it actually.
Yeah. That's
Oh yeah, this is it. Yep.
That's it.
Yep. This is
That's
it.
it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says some words probably around it.
VGT3.
Yep, that's the
Whatever that
name of
means.
the secret group that's doing this for Amazon.
Ooh.
So that means that if
That's
any
so
books are being
shady.
transferred in this truck with the VGT3, you would not know that VGT3 is Amazon.
Yeah.
It is.
Ooh.
People are joking that this is like extra supervillain-esque that they did that.
Super. That is so shady.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, that's so shady. That's a little spooky. That's like when I say I don't mean spooky, not like boogeyman, but like it just makes you feel like people in those type of positions, like there's nothing that they can't attempt to do and actually do it. But then with other people having the technology, they can bust you out. But turns out you've been doing this the whole time. It's just like I don't know. It's just the AI has brought on such another level of I don't want to use the word creativity. But I guess I could use the word creativity, but not in a good way.
Right.
not in a positive way,
Right.
not constructive creativity.
No, and
It's more destructive. It's stealing. It's very secrecy and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up.
So I feel bad for anybody that's going and cares about preserving book and book history, because this is going to be a way that more books leave this planet.
Yep. Everything is going to be digital. Everything. That's why even for hardback books, paper books, even for people who have different faiths, whatever your faith is, I don't know whether it's Quran, the Bible, whatever paperback faith, whatever faith that you have, and you have a paperback for it, they say like get them while you can, because after a while you won't be able to get them and everything is going to be digital. And here's the thing about the digital, it can be changed and manufactured, modified at any time. So what you're reading, what you may have read according to your faith years ago, and believe that to be true. Well, once it's digital, and depending on who has their hands on it, like VGT3, I'm just playing, but I'm just saying, I'm just using it as an example. Once it gets in the hands of people that have this type of business power, things can be changed. And you're like, wait a minute, this is not right. But it is, and it could be for all of, think about the children, right? Okay, that's where it can really come into play. You have your certain faiths, beliefs, lifestyle, whatever it is. You have your family. You want to raise your family according to the same faith, beliefs, but now you're looking for material that supports your faith and your beliefs, and you can't find it. And then when you find it, it's all digital and it doesn't even match completely your faith and your beliefs. What are you going to share with your family and your children?
Nothing. So
because they want to
essentially
destroy
now
the stuff.
there's a bunch of people that are actively now going to book places, and if there are any things that they see that are considered like really rare that they don't want to get into the hands of AI, they're trying to figure out how to go in to buy up all this stuff, but nobody can afford it, especially if prices are now extra high, because everybody knows that these books are in high demand.
Because it's rare now. Right. Oh, wow. Wow.
Right.
That's refreshing. Meaning, I say refreshing because I had no idea this was even happening. So it's just, it's like getting news that you weren't even aware of. It's like, whoa, you don't see this everywhere, No,
I don't feel like the news
trip.
Again, I don't feel like the news companies are discussing this as much as they should. I mean, I'm not hearing on the radio.
That we touched on that the news companies are not touching on.
No, I know. But that's,
you noticed that?
That's the type of stuff we discuss. We discuss the things that are just like, hey, in the tech world,
did you hear?
We're talking about
right.
this.
Did you know?
you probably should be aware of it. Like that's
Yup.
but because otherwise no one's discussing it. Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a trip. But then when you look it up, you find that it's all over the place. So
Right.
it kind of depends. It kind of depends on the circles that you're in and the
Correct.
conversations within those circles, you know. Yeah, wow.
But notice how difficult it was
That's
to find
heavy.
the story the first time where I went in and was just like, hey, Amazon
Yeah,
book.
Amazon we said Amazon dinosaur books or something like that, and it was like, no, that's just kid stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously, you have to have the right terminology just to find it, just to find this story.
Yeah, Amazon, we had to put in Amazon destroying books. And that's how we found it.
Fine. So, but that way people can go and they can listen to it themselves.
Look it up for themselves. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Do you got
Wow,
anything?
what else you got?
No, that felt like that's pretty much all you need. Like, I got nothing more. We did 20 minutes really. We went right
Yeah.
to it. Like that was 20
Yeah.
solid minutes of it. There's nothing more. Book destroying, book burning. I mean, that is stuff that we've heard
scary.
in history.
That's scary to me.
Right. I mean,
That's scary to me because even over the pandemic, when I spoke about books that are, you know, going to be non-existent paperbacks, it's because over the pandemic I started hearing about that, and so I literally started ordering. Check this out. Okay, I'm a Christian. Everybody has their different faiths. I'm a Christian. I study the Bible. During the pandemic, when I started hearing about how, you know, think about it, the books are made. When I started seeing that a lot of certain faith bookstores, Christian bookstores, like they started disappearing. Like all these type of bookstores used to be available in different places. I started noticing they started disappearing. I'm like, where are all the bookstores? Like, this is crazy. And so then I was like, let me start ordering some Bibles. I ordered like big print for like when I get old and my eyesight starts to get starts to go. I ordered large print. I ordered all kind of different ones. But the thing is, the Bibles, a lot of books, they are manufactured. They're made in China. So you have to wait for them to be shipped. One of my orders took so long to receive it, I completely forgot about it. I was just like, I guess I'm just not going to get it. I did not get the book. It was almost 5 months. I kid you not, when the book came in. And when the Bible came in, I was like, oh my gosh, it came. Now, my point of saying this is, look at what we're talking about. I'm talking about, this is during the pandemic. So I'm talking 2021, right? We're now in 2026, and look what we're talking about. How books, what Amazon is doing. This is not going to stop, you know.
No, like, because each AI company is going to have to do this themselves. There's no way Amazon's going to share this repository. Yeah, so,
and then the headline read, this is why I said it's not going to stop, because look at what the headline read. It's one of the headlines. It says, where is it? Where'd it go? Amazon joins the list of companies destroying rare books to feed the AI machine.
Correct.
So who's on the list? I didn't even know there was
Anthropic, OpenAI. I'm sure that all of them are there.
Right. Wow.
And whatever startups that we don't even know about that are secretly doing
and
this.
Nobody's going to come along and stop it.
They can't stop it. If you own a place where you sell old books and you receive an order, you're going to send that order out. End of story.
Yeah. And the author is just okay. I don't know. The author is just X'd out of the equation, period.
Well, no, the author received their money during the very first sale.
When they sold it to, the very first sale. But look how much money that the bookstore can be making off of the book being so rare. Wow. Well, yeah.
Right. Because let's say, for example, you got an author, again, that essentially they made a book. The book didn't sell very well. So maybe there's like 100 copies out there. Now, they sold the book for $20, but because there's only 100 copies out there and the AI wants that particular book for whatever reason, the book resellers are maybe selling it for $400. But the author doesn't see any of that $400.
Right.
Because they already received their 20 that they expected.
Exactly. The only way they're going to get something like that, I don't know if it's on consignment. I don't know if they work something out, but a lot of times, a lot of bookstores and stuff, they don't want to do that no more. They just want a clean cut. Here, we buy the books. Here's your cut, and business is done. That's it.
Well, essentially, they have the right. They have the right because they're buying it from people
that's their
that
business.
Right. They buy it from people that are done reading the book. So they can put whatever price they feel like it.
Because they're not even making a deal with the author. This is just a regular random person that's coming in saying, "Hey, I'm done with this book." It's like returning the book to the library.
Right.
But
I'm done with this book,
mean.
or I had somebody pass away and they had this whole book collection. Give me a price for the whole lot and do whatever you're going to do with it.
That's some savvy business right there.
No, so I think you're right with what you said about the Bible or whatever. Or I mean, getting whatever resources you need now in book form is going to matter more than ever now, because in the future we might not have that option. So you were definitely good on being proactive on that. Plus, we don't even know, the price might increase 10 times by the time you actually need that large print version.
Exactly. I remember even in Walmart, once upon a time, Walmart had a huge book section, a whole section just full of books.
Yep.
Not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
Everybody. So yeah, I hate to say it, but it's like, and I knew this topic was gonna be deep or whatever, but I believe that's gonna be our show today. Because I mean, I don't think there's any other topic to discuss this week, with the exception of just like, hey, be aware of your book collection, or be aware when you go to some of these places where you can buy older books, because if you see something and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I would love to make sure that book stays in my
family or in my, in my collection, just whatever, right?
Or is part of this world and doesn't get destroyed. Maybe you should go and rescue a book. For humanity's sake.
Yep. I think that's a good show with some good informative advice for people to, really think about.
Yeah. All right. So let's log out then, and I will see you later.
All right. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Today, Wi-Fi's moody, that's okay. Coffee's loading, brain's still at. Callie's logged in, Techie's tag. We're logging in with Callie and Techie. Callie bringing culture, Techie talks Techie. Stories, culture, updates too. It's logging. Brains to lag, Callie's logged in, Techie's tag. We're logging in with Callie and Techie. Callie bringing culture, Techie talks Techie. updates too. It's logged